Hi Taurus, here is your August guidance and Taurus rising. Thank you for liking and sharing my posts and videos. It really helps me. I'm available for one-to-one readings. This is not astrology, this is my spiritual guidance. I shuffle the cards and I ask what Taurus needs to know, what's coming up for Taurus this month, like say Taurus rising or Taurus moon, and out comes the card. Remember also as well to listen to your rising signs, really important. So, Taurus, for August, you have the card of power. What does that word mean for you? It's not about sort of like, um, you know, knocking people out the way, treading all over people. It's not about that. It's about inner power. This can say to you that some of you have feel like you've lost the power. When you go through difficult times, you go through emotional times, or just times when you don't know where you're going, you feel like you've lost your power, you feel like you've lost your strength, but you haven't, because you need that to get through. It's just that when the seas are calm, you feel more stronger, you feel more empowered, but you would have had to have that to get yourself through difficult times. So you're going into more of a phase of reclaiming your power, calling back your power now, and being in control, sort of like of your destiny in a way, really. I always would say, especially with the Taurian energy, just don't be too rigid. Don't be too rigid. Relax a little bit. As I'm talking to you, I feel like my shoulders have got really tense. So relax. You like to know what's going on, where you're going, but you can't work everything else out. But you can get empowered with what you desire, with with striving forward. So this is a card that would say, here comes your train, jump on board now, and here's your ticket where you're off to. So we need to know, one, what we desire, and we need to know what we need. We kind of need to know, okay, if I desire this, what can I do to get there? But you need a sense of flexibility, and you need a sense of, like, a little bit of destiny may come in, but you need to do your bit. So you can't just, you know you might have to learn something, you might have to train in something, and you might have to commit to something as well. So I would say to you, I'm getting right to the end of the year. It's a good time for real commitment to something, whether that's a fitness plan, whether that's right. I'm just going to learn something by myself. I'm going to read this book. I'm going to explore this, explore that. There is something about regaining your power. This is very personal. This is not kind of about anyone else. Now, someone else or a situation or emotional thing could have knocked you off your perch where you feel like you've lost your power, but now it's about you reclaiming it, and that's your own personal path. You have to do what you can. Yes, sometimes we are quite restricted in life, but you still can regain your power. You have everything there. And I want you to know, Taurus, that this month is about starting a new plan of action around you. If you're quite happy where you are, where life's flowing, carry on, carry on, carry on. Just keep that energy flowing. If you're not, it's time for you to be truthful as well, actually. I feel like you want to bring in a little bit of Venus, your planet Venus, into your life, and start to think about, like, your heart chakra, because you can be quite headstrong getting on with things as well. As much as you need your routine, you also can get bored of routines. So this is like a real shake up around you. You're going for a real shake up. The old you is gone, the new you is on its way, and you may feel like, oh my god, I've got to step back into the old, but you can't. So whatever's not really working for you, I would just say to you, you're going to feel more of that. And that may be uncomfortable, but it's not. It's because it's just the universe saying to you, there's more out there. So the question for you of the power is, how much do you believe in yourself, and how much more do you want from your life, Taurus? And it's time for you to reach up and grab it, and you need a sense of sort of like serendipity, a sense of like right place, right time. So don't plan everything like you like to do. You can't. Just be open to all new possibilities, but do your bit, you know. So there's something about there's something to do with communications. There's something to do with like a letter's coming or communication or something to do with communication. This could be like an appointment, an important appointment. Got to get the words out in a minute. Or it could be like I don't know. Some of you may actually have an interview somewhere or something, an interview coming up around you. I'm getting wear blue. Put something blue. It's good for the throat chakra, communications. Also, and because I get blue throat chakra, if you are going for an interview, make sure you sell yourself. Don't just sit there and be quiet. You know, remember how amazing you are. But there's some news or some communication coming your way that may change your course of plan. May think, oh wow, you might get a job, or you know, there might be an appointment comes. It's something that changes this or something like that. It may not. It doesn't have to be official. I don't know. Maybe you're waiting to get on a group. Maybe you've been waiting to join a course. Maybe you've been waiting to join the choir. I don't know. And suddenly there's a message that says, yes, you can come and sing. Whatever it is, there's something that's going to come sort of like around you as well. So, but you must remember that the card of power is very much now making sure you stay in your power. You know, strive forward. Your life on this earth is important, and you deserve to want more, and you need to believe and know that you can get more.